Okay, let's play some games. I have a better day today than I did yesterday.
Garrosh versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Victory or death.
Oh, Neebles. Nothing doing.
Powering up. Portals online.
No Frostbolt. Then I can buff it. Come on, don't do it. Nice.
I'll show them all.
Defensive systems online.
Engage.
I wonder.
Interesting.
Pain, speak to me. Again, speak to me.
Rapid speed.
Job's done.
I serve the Fire Lord.
Thank you.
Rapid speed.
Someday I'll be just like you!
For the Lich King!
Rapid speed. Can I help you, sir? is unknown.
Job's done.
Huh.
Robin Street.
Hey, speak to me.
Goblins unknown.
Wouldn't be too sad if he flame strike. Eh. Come on, hit the 1/1. That's good.
Mind if I roll need?
Bring the pain.
You face Jaraxxus,
What?
our Lord of the Burning Legion.
Three, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Job's done.
What now, Jaraxxus, Eridor Lord of the Burning Legion?
I serve the Fire Lord.
So long, Eebles.
Garrosh versus Rexxar.
Let the hunt begin. Victory or death!
Hunter. Well, it's all too slow for Hunter. That is not that much better.
I feel icky.
Ready to ride. Back to work.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
To my side. Taroga! No problem.
I can fix anything.
Job done.
Goblins and gnomes.
Offering up. Outfit yellow blood.
Taroga!
Ugh. Dirtbag.
Garrosh versus Rexxar.
Let the hunt begin. Victory or death!
I can fix anything.
Get in there, fight, man!
I'll fix you.
Battle detected.
Put this apple on your head. I feel
Thank you.
Battle commencing.
To my side!
the fight. Go.
Bring the pain! Test my strike! Ready to ride! Get in there, fight, man!
Everyone, get in here. Everyone, get in here.
Battle detected. Battle commencing.
This is quick shot.
Everyone, get in here. Everyone, get in here.
Battle commencing.
Everyone,
That's no good.
Battle detected.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Mirror image.
I can fix anything. Anything.
Battle commencing.
Wow, this is like old school mage.
Powering up. Portals online. I'll fix you. I'll fix you. Ready.
You piece of shit.
Can I help you, sir? Let me get that. Let me be thirsty. Put this apple on your head.
I am not pretending I'm pregnant anymore. This is not 8th grade gym class.
Let me get that.
Battle detected.
Nice truck. Job done. Let me get that.
What's up? Yep. Huh? No, that's fine.
Job's done.
Yep. Oh,
Let
what?
me get that.
Okay.
We have for vengeance. Can I help you, sir? Let me get that.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Powering up. Portal online.
Right.
Bring the pain.
Um... I mean, you're right. That's exactly true. Uh,
Job done.
the only thing preventing you from taking her job is your desire to work with those people. And is that enough? Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder.
She is saying that. I mean, there's no question about that's what she's saying.
I wonder.
Yep. I don't know that I would go so far as to say it's shallow. It's certainly, I mean, it's certainly something that you have to keep in mind, like that. You know, like I don't begrudge you what you're feeling, but at the same time, you have to think pragmatically, right? Like you have a goal for your career, and your career goal. Don't be Fireball. Oh my god. Oh my god. Your career goal really can't hinge on what's hip. You know what I'm saying? What's hip? What's hip? Hip! H-I-P, hip. Right? So, like, that's important. Because what? Yeah.
Charge forward! A fight! Go!
Job done.
Alright, so here's the thing, right? Yes, that's true, right? Everything that you said is true.
For the Welthorn! Charge forward! For the Welthorn! A fight!
6.
Go!
Sorry, I'm trying to play. Yes, that's true. You'll be screwing and throwing free people, and you'd be burning that bridge a little bit. But here's the thing you have to keep in mind, okay? You can't think about this in purely arithmetic terms, right? You can't say, who am I screwing the least? Okay? Because it's not like the the pool of jobs that you have at your disposal is limited, right? It's not finite. I mean, it is technically finite, but it's not, you know, if you lose the job, like if you lose your contacts at Anthro, right? And then tomorrow you get fired from Accolade, you'll get another job in a week, right? And that's absolutely the worst case, unbelievable scenario, right? It's not going to happen, right? Think about the lengths that Julie has gone to keep you at Accolade, right? You would probably have to kill someone on their campus in order to get fired from their job, and even then they'd probably be like, "Well, did we really like that person?" You know? So like, so the fact that, I mean, yes, you'd be burning the bridge at Anthro, but that really won't affect your career. You know what I mean? And the only thing that it would affect is potentially any putative relationship you might have had with Dave. And you know, if that, like, even if that were true, that would be a measure of his character above anything else, because you know, it's like I keep telling you, business is business, right? The fact of the matter is that Anthro isn't in a position to offer you the career growth that Accolade is. They're close. They came very, very close, right? And it's clear that both companies want you very, very badly. But Anthro just doesn't have, like, they're a retail organization, right? They just don't have the ceiling room. You know, there's only so many places to go. You know, it's like same thing in Reval, right? Like Reval only has so many open positions, right? That, you know, you can't just create new management spots, right? But for an insurance company, like Accolade has more money than they know what to do with. That is clear. And they're an insurance company, which means they're always going to be growing until the very minute that the United States passes a universal health care law, which is, you know, 20 years away. And it won't even matter because you'll be at Accolade for, you know, like, who knows? Maybe you'll be at Accolade unprecedentedly for more than a year. Maybe. But that's not been your track record, and you always move up. You've never made a lateral move, right? So you could leave Accolade in a year and go to another job, right? So like, I hate that it feels like I'm trying to convince you. I'm trying to convince you to stay at Accolade, right? Because like last week, I was all on board with your move to Anthro. But yeah, and I kind of knew this is what was going to happen. Like I didn't actually know the degree to which Julie was prepared to keep you. I didn't foresee that. I knew that she was going to try and make you stay, right? But I didn't anticipate that she was going to bend over backward, and essentially just offer you the heavens and everything below it to keep you. Right? That is a really significant, indicator of her, not only her personality but her desire for your growth. Right? Yeah. 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 Right. Yeah, I mean, and I understand that, right? Like I was having a conversation with mom about this last night, right? And, you know, her opinion notwithstanding, but uh, you know, I said like it's like you know when we went to college, right? Like you have all these colleges to choose from, right? Uh, there's a very enticing aspect of I want to go to a school where I know people already, and they're already you know they've already got their own hip group of friends that I can just sort of fold right into, and you know just hit the ground running and go to parties and blah blah blah, right? That's very enticing, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? That's the reason I went to school, right? I went to E-Town because Aiken was there, right? But in the end, in the long run, you're gonna make your own friends, right? You're you know it's not gonna take you long to make your own friends wherever you are, right? So like that's an okay reason. It's not a bad reason to pick a school, but it's not like you should feel bad because you decide, oh wait, you know, in the long run, this place is a better XYZ program, and my friends will be pissed off because I told them I was coming to school with them, but then I decided to go to this other place instead anyway, right? Like that's, you know, it's what it comes down to is that you have to do what you think is best for you in the long run. And as I always said, and I still maintain, I don't believe that like if you were to decide between now and getting to work that screw it, I want the donut wall and I want the you know the fancy salads and whatever, right? I'm gonna go to Amber or whatever, right? I still don't believe that's a bad career move, right? The only thing I'll say is that based on everything that I've heard so far, staying at Accolade is a better career move. And I like it kind of sounds like over the past couple of days I wasn't sure what aspect of the career move was most important to you, but it kind of sounds like that you've got your eye on the prize a little bit more than you have in recent years. And if your ultimate goal is junior executive level in like you know before you're 40, Accolade will get you there faster than Urban, right? I think that's just the way it is. So like if that's your goal, like, if you want to be a VP by the time you're 38, then probably you need to stay at Accolade. I think you could do it either way, but Accolade just has a higher ceiling. There's more room. You know what I mean? Right. I think, and the one of the most interesting aspects of the conversation that you had with Julie, right, that was particularly telling to me was that she specifically said, "We're growing fast and we need good leadership." Right. So that says to me that she doesn't look at you as a technical resource, right? She's not looking at you as a really good QA person. She's looking at you as a potential leader of men, right? And that is not something that you get easily. For people to acknowledge that you have management skills over and above what's already there, that's a huge win for you professionally. And that moves you forward on your goal of not just being QA anymore, but being in charge of the broader technology perspective and becoming a leader of the entire division as opposed to just a leader of the QA team. That's a huge win for you. Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. You've never watched 30 Rock, have you? You should. the reason why I say is because like the premise of the show, right, early on, is that Liz Lemon gets paired up with Alec Baldwin, and he becomes her mentor. He's like the executive at GE, and she's just like, she just runs the show. But he takes a liking to her and becomes her executive mentor, and that's it's funny because it's a funny weird situation, but that's a huge thing. It's like you cannot put a dollar value on that kind of exposure. So I mean, it kind of sounds like you're leaning towards what I'm calling career growth path. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yep. No, I understand. And you've already done that accolade, and you're already past it, and now it's time. Now they want you to move on to more strategic projects, and that it kind of sounds like that's what you want, as opposed to getting essentially starting back over with let me implement this technology solution and then try and fight the strategy battle after the fact. I mean, it kind of sounds like. I mean, it kind of sounds like that, like the game changer's already there, and now you just have to like quell the last of your misgivings about staying. And go ahead. No, what were you saying? So let me give you a piece of advice. Okay, I think that's a good idea. What I think you should do, right? So this is an aspect of career movement that is sort of unprecedented in our collective experience, right? Because we're now starting to move past that realm of standard job, moving into like a real job kind of thing. You know what I mean? So we kind of have to stretch a little bit. So if it were me, right? So it's clear she wants you. It's clear she wants you really, really bad. I would go into her office and lay it on the line and be like, Julie, I gotta tell you, right? You're very persuasive. Okay. Here is my vision, right? This is what I want for my future, right? Make no bones about it. I want to be an executive someday, right? And I'm not talking when I'm 65, right? I want executive leadership. I want to keep growing my career, right? And I believe that how would I say this? I believe, you can say something like, I believe I'm on that path. There's something like that, right? And then what you want, like you want to look her in the eye and you want to be like, I want you to tell me how this thing that we're talking about right now facilitates that, right? Like if I stay here, I want to stay here because I want this company to fuel my growth into the realm of executive leadership, right? And you don't need to be arrogant about it. Just like you can almost make it sound like I believe that you're the person who can guide me into whatever, however you want to phrase it. But essentially, lay it on the table. Be like, I want to be a VP, And I want you to describe to me how you will help me do that. And, you know, it's entirely possible she's like, yeah, I'm with you, and this is what we'll do. This is what you do here, this is what you do here, and this is what you do here. And it could very well possibly be she'd be like, yeah, here's your 5-year plan for vice president. And, you know, and at that point it's like, well, all right. So, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't sound like she's the kind of person who has not, you know, it doesn't sound like she's the person who hasn't thought about it. Right? Like she's, you know, she probably already knows what your goal is, and she's trying to set that up. And if you just lay it on the line, she'd be like, yeah, here it is. We've already thought about this, so let's, you know, let's make it happen. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. What do you mean? What if she leaves? Like, what if she goes and finds another job? That doesn't really concern you. The thing is, you can't base your decisions on individual people, right? Like, it'd be different if you were trying to base it on like somebody like Dave. Dave is not going to leave Urban, right? Because his daddy owns the company, right? Julie leaves, right? But that doesn't really affect anything because she's already made the inroads for you. She's already you know, laid the cable. Especially if you like that. That's why it's so important that if you are convinced to stay at Accolade, you don't rest on your laurels, right? You get in there and be like, all right, like I'm here because I want career growth. So you hit the ground running and you don't stop. So like if she's saying we can set up some executive mentorship, it's like, great. When do we start? Monday? Great. Set up a lunch kind of thing, you know? Because then now it's a matter of networking potential, right? So if they set you up to network with an executive and you find one that you like and you start talking to this guy, and then that guy invites you to talk to this other guy, right? And now you don't need Julie, right? You already have the exposure to the other execs, and that's the important thing, is just talking to the people who you talk to. You know, so it's not a crucial thing that she stay there and guide you all the way to where you need to be. I mean, you haven't needed it this far. The only reason she's important at this point is because she's got enough juice that she can offer you everything that you want right now. And it's not like you disregard her once you get there, right? You use her as long as she's going to be there to stay. She's probably a good person to form a more congenial relationship with going forward. You know, like just talk to her as much as you want to talk to her. Like, you know, if you can get to the point where you can have a like casual conversational relationship with her, pick her brain about what it's like to be a woman as a junior exec. You know, ask her how you handle XYZ situation, right? Get her advice on how to deal with this guy Greg, right? It's like, he's a nice guy, but he's, you know, been a real pain in my ass. I don't want to alienate him, but I can't have him doing this thing, you know, like in a way that, you know, you're asking for advice on managerial skill as opposed to, you know, right? Exactly true. Your relationship with Miles was amazing. That was a really great step for you, right? He taught you a lot. If you can get the same thing with this woman, that would be amazing. And then if she leaves, right, it's like with Miles, right? You didn't lose the stuff that your experience with Miles after you guys, you know, diverged. You know, like you still had that really valuable experience. So, like, I don't think you need to worry about hitching your wagon to her star, right? If she bails, and you know, it's you know, it could also be the exact same thing with Miles, right? Miles brought you into Arzen. You know, like Julie leaves. Yeah. Well, whatever. But you know what I mean. Like Julie leaves and goes and works for somebody else, and then she's like, "Yeah, I've got a great junior exec to come in and help." And then you know, that kind of shit happens all the time. She's never what? Oh no. No. If she moves companies, she's going for another. She's either going for another C-level position or she's going for CEO. You know, like that's her next step, right? And that's the most amazing thing about Julie, from your perspective, is if you can form a really good relationship with her, she is the person to model your career off of, right? Because she has done what you're trying to do. And if she moves to a CEO role at some company, right, she could easily pull you into a CTO position. But that is exactly the kind of thing that you do, right? And you know, like the granola people would hate that because it's like, oh, you know, rich get richer, pulling your friends, blah blah blah. It's like, well, yeah, but that's how business works, right? You know and trust somebody to run your operation, then you bring them in and you do your job. Yeah. 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 Please. Please. There is nothing in the business world that values the principle of the matter, right? It's like, you know, back when I was in high school and I was applying for that governorship thing, Dad gave me this silly, like moral choice. He's like, if somebody could help you along, right, even though you might not have deserved it, would you want that? And of course, I was 14 years old. I'm like, no, I want to do it. I want to earn it myself, right? And then he's like, well, I think your Uncle Joe can help you get into this thing. And like, I changed my tune on the spot. Yeah, tell him to do it. Of course, I wanted to do it. Of course, you don't give up opportunity because of the principle because there's a lot of women there and you really want to be associated with the women company. Yeah, of course. Yeah. And when you get to when you're at your level, right? There's no shortcut, right? Like it's not taking advantage of those kinds of opportunities is how you move up in business, right? It's the same. It's always the way it is. It's not like it's a shortcut. You know, that's not how it works. You know, and if you fail, if you fail as a woman, people are going to let you know about it. Right? That woman, Marissa Mayer, who's in charge of Yahoo right now, people are watching her like a hawk because she's got like a monumental job to do to make Yahoo profitable, and she's doing it. You know, like she revived community on Yahoo's platform. That could be huge for her. On the other hand, right, you've got the stupid bitch Meg Whitman and Carly Fiorina, who were in charge of HP. Both of them dropped HP into the gutter. HP, one of the seminal product brands in the United States. You know, nobody gives a rat's ass that they're women because they were shitty CEOs. You know, like that's not, it doesn't give you a free pass at this level. So, yeah, man. Well, you know, it is what it is. Okay, dude. All right, man. Later. All right, there. You got exposure to Business Counselor LD. After that huge epic win against that mage. Should we try one more? I can't believe I won against that mage. That was tight. Like a Toiger.
Garrosh versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be
Okay.
mine. Victory or death.
I haven't seen many hand locks recently. A few zoos. Zoo. wish I got the... No, we can do this. Oh, let's see. Let's see. I don't really want to give him an easy death coil. Do I Hobgoblin? Or do I just do it? More mana. Implosion. Damn it, 4 of that?
Back to work.
Okay, yeah, see?
A fight! Go!
No Dark Bomb, baby. No Dark Bomb. Come on. Damn it. Oh, shot it.
I can fix anything.
So many possibilities.
I would love for that Hobgoblin to survive. Of course not. Psyche Soul. I'll take that.
Engaging TC-130 into
Nice.
dislocator.
Tazdingo! Yes!
Can I help you, sir?
I'll fix you.
Job's done.
Let me get that.
other side would say. Let's break the walls.
A blade bitter. I'll fix you.
So many possibilities.
Well, what do you got? You rage quitting? I am almost out of time.
So many possibilities. You win this time.
Boom. Alright. That's a good thing to end on, I think.